Yo, how's it going, YouTube? And welcome to a new episode of First Timers. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to be by myself. I know Hero's not here, and that's because he is working on his G35 right now, and he's probably on his day 2 of trying to do his valve cover gaskets. Now, as you can see on mine, they're all nice and shiny, brand new, easy to slap on, and was quick to install. Pretty much took me 15 minutes. Now, since he's on his day 2, I figured, hey, why not throw in a new fuel line. Pretty much the main reason that I am doing that here is over on the side of the carburetor, you can kind of see my fitting that I have is kicking right outside the left-hand side of the carb. That was okay for when I had it on the charger. The idea now is to be able to run this fuel line, run the new fuel line here, pretty much off of the fitting there to the other fitting here, and clamp it down and pretty much get rid of that cracking hose that you guys can see there. But overall, like I said, it should go fairly quick, simple. Stuff that I'm going to need for this job will be some gloves, hose, and obviously the part here, there is a plug on there as well. You may need a for the plug, you may need some like a Teflon tape, you know, that actually works for kind of like fuel. But other than that, like I said, I am very excited, and yeah, let's jump onto it and get it installed here. All right, guys. So the gloves that I am wearing are a lot thicker here, just because if fuel is going to be getting on them, I want to give my skin a little more time to, you know, pretty much survive. But yeah, again, like I said, these are very thick, very thick gloves here, so I should be able to do this job nicely here. And the cool thing is here, I always opt for these kind of turnbuckle style hose clamps. Main reason is because I can actually work on it without having to worry. Just come in under here, loosen these guys right up, slide them right off, and let's see if we get any fuel. Woo! Sorry guys, making a little bit of noise there. So we're gonna leak a little more fuel, but I'm taking out this guy here. Pretty much that's the factory fitting that comes with the Edelbrock carb there. I do wish that they would have just kind of gave this kit with it, because then that would have just, you know, that would have just been nice right up front. But overall, let's open it up here so you guys can kind of see it a little better. And I just don't want to lose the nut there. Boom. And there we go. Comes right out. Hopefully I got the right size. Hopefully there's not different sizes. But again, this should just come right around and put it right in that nice spot there, if you guys can kind of see that. But yeah. Anyway, let's let me just screw it on here and see how nice and tight we can get it. Is there 2 washers? Yes, there is. So pretty much I'm doing 1 washer on both sides. You can kind of see the washer there. So 1 washer on both sides, and then we'll tie it down. So at this point you can kind of see how it looks there. I just kind of have it mocked up, but we will tighten it a little more just so it's on there. But yeah, like I said, it looks great. I wish Edelbrock would have just kept it with it. But as you do tighten it down, try to make sure that you're not over tightening, because you can strip the housing of the carburetor, and pretty much you don't want to have to replace the housing. So I did buy the wrong fuel line, so I'm gonna actually have to go with a bigger fuel line, as you can kind of see. Not sure what I was thinking when I bought this. So anyway, just give me a few seconds, I'll get back on it, and yeah. Alright guys, so at this point I did have to take off the middle Edelbrock fuel line. So just make sure if you're gonna do it like me, make sure you don't lose those washers. So I did have to I just had to remove it just because I was having trouble getting it onto the hose. So overall I started to put it on the hose, and I just had to make sure I didn't bend the fuel line. Now that fuel line is pretty stout, but again, try not to bend anything. You might have more strength than I do, so I just don't want you guys to go and bend it and now it's all messed up. But again, having the proper fuel line would probably help. Again, for me around my area, no one actually had the exact size fuel line that I needed, so I went with you know, it's a little smaller, but you know, again, 1/2 inch probably would have been recommended. But other than that, like I said, it's fitting just fine. You know, car will fire up and run and everything. It's not, I don't think I'm gonna be, you know, killing that much fuel or anything like that. But other than that, just take your time screwing it back in so you're not cross-threading the bolt, as well as on the front, once everything's connected, tighten down your hose clamps. Again, I am using these, you know, kind of, they have like a little plastic wing nut on them. Pretty much I just tighten them down that way. Pretty much I won't over tighten just because the plastic will break, you know, before the hose clamp will over tighten anything. Again, that's why I like to use those. But you know, like I said, there's different ones you can definitely go with. I will probably upgrade those to different colors. Again, you know, when you're tightening everything down, just don't over tighten because you don't want to strip your carburetor housing. But anyway, it looks golden. Alright guys, so now that that's all said and done, I am going to put the air cleaner on. So pretty much it was a simple job to do, but I'm still running into some logistics with the air cleaner, so I might have to bang the bottom of the air cleaner in to get it to sit over the actual electric choke. But I'm not too worried about that. It looks like it should clear just enough. We're gonna have to see as well, so I might actually have to look for a shorter Canon air cleaner that I might have in my garage somewhere, so I'll have to find that. But other than that, it's going to look awesome. I love the way it's looking right now. Hopefully we can actually get to the point of actually maybe pulling the motor, painting it up, making it look a little better. I do want to rebuild it, but it just depends on if I want to put a 454 in here or not. But yeah, you know, Hero is still probably working on his G35, something that here took 15 minutes to do, 20 minutes for the valve covers. My next project will be actually getting these gauges in. I know we've probably been showing this off a little bit in some of our other videos, but I've kind of decided to maybe put these into into the dash right above the glove box and kind of aim them back at me, kind of like I kind of want to say like maybe like a 300Z from like the 80s era. You know, they kind of are on the right hand side of you, but I kind of want to move them over just a little further and then kind of have them angled at me off to the side. So I think that would be awesome. So I will be trying to do that and maybe do a little more custom work on the dash in the next few videos. So yeah, we are very excited, guys. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Peace. And if you guys love this video, smash that like. Anyway guys, laters. Peace. Woo.